Hi and welcome to part 3 of the Let's Play A Link to the Past, the randomized version. Last time we were finally able to complete the second dungeon because we were lucky enough to get the power glove at the waterfall. But I forgot something while I was at the waterfall. There is a way to get a better shield there, so first off, before we go to the dungeon number 3, I will go and get the item at the Zora waterfall that I missed. Just a second, let me get over there. Oops. Okay, and here's another way to get to the lake, in case you were wondering. And there we have the warp again. So, if you enter the warp, right before the Zora waterfall, there is this smaller waterfall up here. And you can swim through it. Once you have the Zora flippers, of course. And there is an empty pool. And this is Japanese text, but it asks you if you want to throw anything in there. And you can choose your items that you have. But we are gonna throw our shield in there. And look what happens. A beautiful fairy asks us if we want this shield back in a little upgraded version. Which is of course no problem. And now we have the better shield. Cool. That didn't take too long. I'll just head back through the warp. Oops. There we go. And we head up here on dry land. Let me get some supplies. I want to buy some bombs. Because we were fresh out of bombs. And maybe some... No, we don't have enough for potion. Okay. We'll leave that be for now. And we go up here. Slow down there, no problem. And we can take a little shortcut here. Which really comes in handy. And because we have the bombs, we can get one more chest here on the graveyard. Let's first get this guy. If you lift up these two rocks, which we can do because now we have the power glove, you can slide back this gravestone. And we fall in. And look where we end up. It's the basement again of the Hyrule Castle, where we first started our game. But when we first started, we didn't have bombs yet. And there's a wall here that sounds hollow. You can bomb it, or you can simply run to break it. That doesn't work with all bombable walls, by the way, but this is very nice, because there are 3 chests here, and I hope one of them has a nice item. Okay, more bombs. Ah, there's the bow. Cool. Which means... And a bottle. Which means after we complete the 3rd dungeon, we will be able to also complete the 1st dungeon, because we now have the opportunity to defeat those pink enemies. We need the bow for that. So, okay, let's get out of here first. Okay. And let's head up to the 3rd dungeon. If you ever need healing, by the way, the sanctuary is a good place to go. get your health back. And right to the left of the sanctuary. And to the top over here. Should be the entrance to the mountain. And on top of the mountain is our third dungeon. Let's avoid those birds. And these enemies, they hurt you when you just strike them with your sword. But if you stun them first, they're no problem. Okay, here's the entrance to Death Mountain. Because we didn't have the glove before, we couldn't enter it. So here we go. Off to dungeon number 3. Jump down here, take a right turn, and we find an old man. Oh, not there. There we go. And he's lost, so he asks, because I have a lamp, that I guide him. And it's very handy when you do this for the first time. It's very confusing which way to go. And the man tells you where to go. If you can read Japanese, that is, but in the English version it's a little more easy. He says take a right here. So we do so. Let's get rid of these annoying bats. And we exit on top of the mountain. And here we are. Hey! Normally we get the mirror from him. And we now get the hookshot. Which is an item you don't get until way later in the game. So that's cool. Hookshot time. And the hookshot has the ability to grab onto certain objects. Not this table, but it's very handy. I'll show you when we get the chance to show it off. And by the way, if you have low health, you can also talk to the man to give you some health back. So that's nice. Let's head up deeper into the mountain. Oh wait, you can just hookshot these guys now. Beginning to like this randomized version. Should be able to make some good progress in this playthrough. Okay, and to the left here is a big staircase, and if we climb that, we get to, one of my favorite parts in the game, and that is the view. It may not look that special, but when I was young, this looked like an amazing view. We climbed all that way, and now we saw the little tiny trees down below. Oh, this is cool. Usually there's a piece of heart there, I think, and it's been replaced by a red rupee. Okay, oh, we can't cross here. A little rusty. Ah, okay. This here is a portal to the Dark World. And because we have a mirror, normally the old man gives you it, but we had it a little earlier. We can return to the Dark World if we can return from the Dark World if we want to. And I'll show you how it works. You step on the tile. You enter the Dark World. And because we miss another item, we turn into this cute little bunny. So in this Dark World, all your items like the sword or the boomerang or whatever weapon you have won't work as long as you are in bunny form. So the first thing to do if we want to get out of the Dark World is either to go back to the Light World or make sure we have a Moon Pearl, and the Moon Pearl stops you turning into the bunny. Okay, and you see this peculiar shaped thing here? I'll show you what it does. First, let me return to the Light World once more by using the mirror. Okay. You see that shape that was there a moment before? That was this little mountain rock thing. I think it's called Spectacle Rock because it looks like two glasses. And if you use the mirror, the place where you return has a little shiny shimmery thing, and if you walk on there, you return back to the Dark World at the exact same place you left off. But right now I'm on top of that mountain thingy that you saw a moment ago, so if I now use the mirror, I am on top of this mountain that I couldn't climb before, so I can progress now, which is the way from now on all the game is gonna work. You have to constantly switch back and forth to the light world and the dark world. Okay, and here's a stone you can read with your book, but we need the Master Sword for that. We can get an item there. Okay, here's the third dungeon, and over here some more things we can only explore later on. So, let's head in to dungeon number 3. Okay, this dungeon has puzzles that use these things. When you turn them on red, the red brownish tiles go down. If you turn it on blue, the bluish tiles go down. It's relatively simple. Let's first go in here. Okay. Those little worm things are annoying, but not as annoying as the boss. These are little versions of the boss of this dungeon. Let's get the key. Oops. Wait a second. Let's hookshot him. Okay, let's get this chest. That's the compass. Cool. Let's kill this fire-breathing thing. Alright. We picked up a key in the basement, so now we can go to this into this locked door. And this is another room with spinning tiles, so I'm gonna fast forward this again. Okay, so just like the last dungeon, just keep your sword out and stand in the doorway and you'll be fine. Let's lower those. Okay. Let's see if we can hookshot that guy. There we go. Okay, and as soon as I open that thing, both of them are gonna come out, so I'm gonna see if I can get one with my spin move. Come here. There we go. That makes it a lot easier. Otherwise you have to deal with both of them at the same time, which really sucks. Let's please do this without dying. And this is another bit where we have to light all the candles. So we're gonna do that with the fire rod, just like we did in the last dungeon. And we get a chest with the big key. And we need that to get to the top of the boss. These first 3 dungeons in the light world aren't very big, once you know the way. Which is cool, because in the dark world they're getting bigger and more complicated. Oops. Should have turned the switch the other way. Let's do that. And watch out for the tiles. See if you're quick enough, you can avoid them. It's better to avoid them. So now we're done in the basement, so we can go up. And hopefully don't die, because these things are annoying. Let me get the hook shot, because they're a little easier with the hook shot. Every time you hit him, you go back. So if you if they hit you into that pit, you fall to the floor below, which in a tower is not very nice, because you have to start over from that floor. Okay, let's get these guys. Come on. Trying to lure them, so I can kill them one at a time. Oops. Come on. Okay, bye. Let's see. I need to do this. And then not walk on that star tile there. Okay. Let's kill these. Let's switch this around. There we go. Switch it back. This can be a little bit of a puzzle, but if you've done it a few times, it's not so bad. Oops. The thing with the hookshot is you have to be free of walls and things, because otherwise it won't extend. Let's see. Hit this one, and we should be fine. Almost at the boss now. Now these things are annoying if you try to take them on all at once, so I'm gonna try to do this guy first, and these two at the bottom. There we go. Okay. There we go. Another chest. Okay, and normally we find the moon pearl here. We're going there and dropping down from the floor below, because there's a chest up there, a big one. So I don't think the moon pearl will be in the chest, but we have to open it anyway, because we don't know what's in there. But first, let's get rid of these annoying guys and get some health back. The annoying part is there are so many of them. The hookshot is really effective, but other weapons not so much. Come here. There you go. Okay, so first we're gonna get the item in the chest. And to get that we need to rearrange these holes. So we have to step on that star there. And then we have to fall down from this hole. We fall down to the floor below. We can open the big chest, which unfortunately only has rupees in it. Normally it has the moon pearl, which allows us to fight with our weapons in the dark world. So before we head into the dark world, we need that moon pearl. We need to find out where it is. Okay, but first, those are problems for another day. First we have to defeat the boss of this dungeon. And this boss can be very, very tricky. So I hope I can do this in one go. Trick is to stay here and not get hit by him. Not get pushed off. No. Okay, so he whittles around a little bit, and then he starts heading for you. And that's when you strike. You just try to dodge him. And that's the problem with him. If he knocks you off, you have to start over. Luckily, there's all this health here. And really only use the pots that you need. Let's do that again. Okay, let him wiggle around, and then if he comes for you, just dodge him And do your special attack. Okay, it's last time. And there he goes. Just in time. Always try to finish this guy quickly because he is really annoying. And there's our second pendant. It wasn't too bad. Okay, and because we have the bow, we're gonna do the first dungeon, but I think we're gonna do that next episode. First we have to find the exit of Death Mountain 2, so let's first do that. Okay, the exit is really easy. At the bottom of these long stairs we came across. There's this little sign in the English version, it says exit through here. So there we go. Let's avoid the bats. The bats are really the only thing you really have to be worried about here. Because you sometimes they stick to the walls and you can't see them. Okay. And now we are at the exit of the mountain. See, there's where we entered, and here is the exit. Okay. And before we end this episode, we want to get one item from the forest, which is going to be cool because we haven't been to the forest in this Let's Play yet. And the forest is one of my favorite areas of the game. Look how nice and foggy it all is. Also, very good effects for the time. And if you go up here, there is a little thief's house. Let's play his game to open a chest. You can earn some rupees, but I'm not gonna play that game for too long. But you know where it is then. And all through the woods, you find these fake swords, which are supposed to be fake master swords. There we go. And of course, this little mushroom, which we need right now. Okay, if you go up here and to the left, you eventually come to the master sword. And we can't get it yet because we need the 3 pendants. But up here is the place where the master sword is. So we'll get to that probably in the next episode. I'm a bit worried about not getting the moon pearl yet, but hopefully we'll find it in the first dungeon. Okay, let's just head back the way we came. It's the easiest. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna give the item to the witch, the mushroom. And then walk to the first dungeon. And then end this episode. We've made quite a lot of progress, which is nice. Let's head back the way we came. Past the graveyard. Really like the bow was in the first area. And without the running shoes or the bombs, you can't do anything there. Let me cut across here. And we're almost at the witch's house. Too bad you can't knock these guys in the water, that would be nice. And when you give the mushroom to the witch, you get a very special item from her. Let me see, will I give it to you? Or to your assistant? Okay. You give the item to the witch, and the witch's assistant brews something with it, but I do think we have to wait a little while before we get that. Do we have enough money? No, We don't have enough money for a health potion. We'll get that on the return trip. It should be okay. We can do the first dungeon without any health potions. It's not that difficult. Let's run down here. Kill these guys. Okay. Oops. And go down here. It's best to run there because those Octoroks are keep shooting at you. And then at the top here. We should be fine. Oh, no. Wrong way. A little higher. Let's lure him, and I think he can be stunned with the hook shot. Yes. This whole game gets a lot easier when we have the hook shot. Okay. And we go there and up here, and we are at the dungeon. Alrighty. Let's get that guy. There we go. Alrighty. Deja vu all over again. Okay. Well, in the next part of this Let's Play, part 4, I'm gonna finally beat the boss of the first dungeon. And then we have all 3 of the pendants on the right. We now have the red one and the blue one. And when we beat this dungeon, we're gonna have the green one. And we're all gonna do that in the next episode. So thank you for watching. Leave a comment or press like if you liked this YouTube video. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.